not to be a bridezilla, although it was difficult not to feel self-conscious while swathed head to toe in strange white silk material, wearing foundation garments not in vogue since 1902. Now I had to refuse my future father-in-law, Dad's to his 2 children, but still Mr. Haverman to me, offering to walk me down the aisle. How did I say no without causing a family-wide kerfuffle? Thank God Mom wasn't here yet to hear this latest proposal. This wedding was already straining our relationship. I could tell that Mom thought Joan Haverman and her wedding planning had usurped her own role as mother of the bride. The thought of Mr. Haverman standing in my late father's place might just break her. Where was Mom? She liked to come to these dress appointments, which was quite a concession since I knew she was upset that I'd chosen not to wear her old wedding dress. I checked my phone. Nothing from Mom. I fired off a text. Did you forget Blanche Bridal Boutique? When I snapped my phone closed, Sarah was regarding me with a pensive frown. It's weird. It's worse than weird, Olivia declared, her smoky eyes finally darting up from her screen. Whatever they've done to that fabric makes you look like Bride of the Michelin Man. I agreed. Blanche had called to tell me that she had a newly arrived dress that was totalement unique. It was that, but not in a good way. The designer had put strange tufted gathers everywhere, giving the material a quilted effect. It's like bridal bubble wrap. I'm not talking about the dress, Sarah said. I'm talking about Bailey walking down the aisle with her future father-in-law. That's weird. Her gaze met mine, anxious in a way I'd been seeing more and more lately. You're going to say no, right? This was where things could get awkward. I mean, Olivia was sitting right there. In addition to being a bridesmaid, I suspected she was Joan Haverman's spy. My phone pinged. I grabbed it. Mom, I forgot. So sorry. I'm at the hairdresser's. In the chair. If I weren't halfway done. I tapped out a reply. No biggie. Mom, I'll be at the next shopping expedition. I promise. WTF. Frowning, I tapped. What? Mom, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday afternoon. I'm free all those days. LOL. Mom, LOL to you too. No matter how many times I told her, I couldn't convince Mom that LOL didn't stand for lots of love. In the time it had taken me to text with Mom, the lines on Sarah's forehead had deepened. She was my best friend since our Zenobia college days, my confidant of 15 years, and now she saw herself as the last guardrail from my becoming a Haver monster, a word I really needed to expunge from my vocabulary sometime before June 1st. Mr. Haverman's not your father, Sarah said. Olivia snorted. Genius observation. I tried to joke it off. Actually, I'm thinking of having Django walk me down the aisle. Django was my parrot, a colorful and, until recently, stubbornly silent, green-cheeked conure. I'd adopted him a couple of years ago when I was grieving for my dad. It was around the same time I'd taken up guitar, so I'd named him for my favorite guitarist, Django Reinhardt. Did I tell you that he finally started talking to me? Sarah brightened. Getting Django to say anything had been our discouraging, long-time project. What did he say? He said, "Are you sure?" Freaking amazing. He's got an English accent, too, like a BBC announcer. Olivia finally glanced up at me, her face wearing the same perplexed expression as Sarah's. Why would you teach a bird to say that? I didn't. He thought of it all on his own. And it's funny because at the time I was so distracted I was about to pour orange juice instead of milk into my coffee, and then he came out with, "Are you sure?" And I caught my mistake just in time. Sarah shook her head. Remember that parrot documentary we watched, Bailey? That's not how the talking thing works. They don't just come up with stuff.